We're all, and one thing we do have in common, our skin color, and we are all black people. I consider myself a brown person.
Proud.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
But we're all colored, and we do know within our community, pertaining to black community. I'm sure it does happen to Latino community as well.
But we talking about our community.
But within the black community, I do know there is tension. When it comes to speaking about mental health, we pretty much say, I do not say this, but the famous quote that I hear is, leave it to God, or pray. Pray, that famous phrase, pray the gay away, or, pray to God and speak to him about it.
Now, Jesus prayed, but also Jesus walked. He had action.
Yes,
so
taking action.
The key word is Jesus walked on water. He didn't sit there and pray. He did pray, but he got up and showed action and walked.
Okay.
So let that be known. You have to take action.
All right. Yeah, you have to take action. I guess Buddha, Muhammad from Islam.
Whatever your higher being is.
Yeah.
You got it. You can't just
action.
Feel like make someone else.
We do not exclude any religions. We respect all religions.
We respect all religions. But what I'm saying is that you have to have action.
Maybe they have the wrong book.
What was I saying?
You brought the wrong book with me.
Oh.
So, the thing is, you can't just leave your health, whether it's physical health, mental health, physical and mental health. You can't just say that religion or God is going to assist with this. You have to and must go to a doctor. We know my dad disliked doctors, and sadly, my dad passed away due to health factors, of which could have been avoided if he went to the doctor on a consecutive basis, yearly physicals. It is well known within the black community that we distrust doctors, and there are of course reasons for this. Yeah. I do know the Civil War, was it the Tuskegee trials, where they were testing these STDs on, they were testing for
syphilis.
Yeah, and they ended up spreading syphilis to these soldiers. No, actually, it wasn't during the Civil War, was it?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm wrong.
They used them as a live experiment until death.
And the other side of the mental health thing is that we also have to remember that it's a genetic thing, and it's like it's not your fault.
Genetics it plays in this very strongly from what I have discovered, and between the years of 16 to 25 are the years that whatever mental health disorder that you have been diagnosed with, or that a person has, it's the strongest. It's showing the strongest within your body between the ages of 16 and 25, and this is during puberty years. And sadly, I ended up in the hospital discovering this. A doctor actually had to tell me this, that these are the years where it's the strongest. Mm-hmm. I will talk about this in a different video, but I actually ended up in the hospital due to an episode, and the doctors kept thinking I was on drugs. I hadn't taken any drugs. No, they basically said that he had to tell the doctors I was not on drugs, but that was an episode that I had contributed by alcohol. Mental health and alcohol do not mix at all.
Don't drink.
Yeah, and you can check out our previous video where we talked about living life sober. It's called Why Sober Life. In our previous video, the link will be down here. Like, subscribe, and share for future videos from our channel. Do you guys have like any ideas as to why we do not talk about mental health in the black community?
Well, we feel like, I feel like, and this is, I don't feel like this. I don't know, you feel like you can fix everything yourself. You feel like, with me, my experience with mental health, I remember back in 1996, I suffered from post-partum depression. And I didn't think, I don't know. I wasn't embarrassed to tell anyone, but by me suffering from it, I just dealt with it. I did pray about it. But I don't know. No, you are embarrassed to say. You are embarrassed because I felt better calling a doctor and say, look, this is what's going on. I don't want to bathe. I don't want to comb my hair, but I had it bad, and the way I pulled myself out of it was I did pray. I did say, look, I had to look in the mirror and snap out of it, but everybody can't snap out of it. I mean, I wasn't combing my hair. I didn't take baths for weeks, but I did take care of my children. I did. So I wasn't ashamed to call for help, but it took a while for me to do it because I felt like I was letting God down, or I didn't have enough faith to believe that God can help me from being depressed. So it may be someone out there that may be feeling the same way. And there's nothing wrong with reaching out. But yeah, I didn't feel comfortable with calling up mom and saying, hey, I haven't taken a bath in a couple of weeks, So is something wrong with me? I didn't feel comfortable with doing that. So I guess it is, you have the feeling like, I can take care of this. And if you can't take care of this, you feel like you're not grown enough, or you're not having enough faith if you praying to God. So yeah, I felt that way. I felt like I didn't have enough faith. But at least I did reach out to medical staff, and I did go in and talk with someone, over the phone. But everyone can't snap out of it like that, I guess. So she asked me a few questions. What was the first president? What was the current president? I answered it, and she suggested, it was some other questions that she used to gauge whether I was needed some to find out, see how she could help me. And she just suggested I go to group, like a parent group.
Okay.
Which and I did, and
nice. It
didn't help. But I mean, I'm saying
so,
you have to be careful what groups you go to, what type of parents.
So
but anyway,
you were open to actually.
Yeah, I was open.
Okay.
I was open to getting help. I said I'm strong. And see, and us with black women, we feel like we're so strong. We can handle. We're superwoman. Yeah. We are not no superwoman. We're flesh and blood and water. So no, we no, we're not that strong. Because, they have it out here. Oh, you're a strong black woman. Yeah, we strong, but come on now. We're only flesh and blood.
Have the same problems.
Yes. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with going to see someone and talk to them. There's nothing wrong. Because I think also the stigma is, why do I need them to tell me what to do? I should already know these things. It's still like this in the community. Yeah. I don't need to talk to them. I can handle it myself. I'm strong, But we really do need someone to talk to, and that would help.
Shamar, do you have a reason or theory as to why mental health is not discussed in our community?
I think it's just shame. Yeah. I think a lot of people are just ashamed of admitting that. One, that there's possibly something wrong, and they take it personal, saying that think it's something that they did, or parents think that parents don't want to often talk about it because they feel it's something that they've done wrong, when it's out of it's in the genetics way before then, and it's like environmental triggers that often cause that stuff. But yeah, it's much more of the shame factor I see. Okay. That no one wants to talk about it, and then they, like I said, the religion thing. They want to push that, like, just pray about it, it'll go away, or just take some Tylenols, or just read the scripture, and that'll help you get over.
That's true. That's what they
believe in Jesus.
Yeah, but it's deeper than that.
Yes,
literally, it's deeper than that.
Yes, it is. Yes.
We can force ourselves. We can make ourselves think that I'm gonna read the scripture and it's gonna help me, but what's going to happen in 10 minutes? What's going to happen in an hour? What's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen when you miss the bus?
That is so true. That's real.
Yeah, so it's like retraining yourself to understand that, one, it's not your fault, that also that it's, it's something that you can control a little bit, but there are environmental factors that contribute to it. So it's like relearning how to live life, and relearning to accept what's happening with your mental.
And I think also when you say mental, people, and I'm gonna be honest, even with me, when someone says, "Oh, you got a mental illness," it's like American, you're crazy, society. Something wrong with you.
Yeah, that expands outside into our American culture.
Yeah,
actually.
and I don't know, when I went through that postpartum depression, it was at that time, that was back in 1996. I didn't know that it was. I mean, I knew maybe it's postpartum depression because I was going through all the I was doing all the things like the symptoms, like they say when you eat chocolate, and what I was doing every night, I was going to bed eating chocolate and going to bed because they said chocolate it soothes you or something. So I did that, and I got all these cavities in my teeth. But at the time, it was a soother.
Stay away from sugar, kids.
I would eat that chocolate, and it would just soothe it. But I still would wake up and not pain.
Was it good chocolate or bad chocolate?
It was good Kit Kats.
Hershey's?
Maybe, yeah, just Kit Kats. From what I
Butterfinger?
remember. Yeah, Hershey's.
Three Musketeers?
Mikey was
it chocolate ice cream too?
Hershey Kisses. Hershey Kisses. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of chocolate.
But the weird thing about this is when I look back at after I had my son in 1996, and when I wouldn't comb my hair and I wouldn't bathe myself, I bathed my children. And I bathed my son. They were clean. They were clean. The house was clean. I didn't take care of myself.
So mental health, I feel, when you were raising me and the girls, that it wasn't talked about at all when I was younger. I know everything else was talked about. Like we were younger, about sex, about our future, careers, academics. That was all talked about, but not mental health. If we were younger, or just now in general, I have two younger sisters. Blessing is 4, Rachel is
5.
Blessing is 5, Rachel is 10. And how do you think we can both, you as their mom and me as their older brother, that we can speak about mental health to them?
Yeah, I'm going to have to speak to them about it because with this Rachel picking at her skin, we've already referred.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
Yes. Just me as a mother, I was able to cope with it and deal with my son and love him dearly. We had good moments and we had those bad moments. But when we had the good moments, he would apologize or I would apologize and we would talk and we would say, I love you, and we were good.
I would say, great family. We're not a perfect family, as you heard from my mom and Dawson when I was younger.
Thing.
But it's about, even if you try to be. But, boom, shots fired. I would say communication in a family. I was raised in a very expressive family. I was talking to Shamar earlier today about that, actually. I come from a very expressive family. Like, regardless of how you're feeling, it will be spoken out loud about, regardless of the emotion will be shared. And it's just, doing that. I feel like you guys can bond more when that does happen.
There are a couple of resources I'll put in the comments or in the description section below. MentalHealth.gov and a couple of other places, just like how to talk to your children and how to kind of find those the criteria or whatever you want to call them,
or even a way to get family counseling. You can also contact your insurance providers directly on your card. If you guys do have any further questions about mental health and parenting, feel free to leave a comment, send us a message, and you will see us there in the next episode on the Spectrum Room. Thank you so much for coming on to our show, Mama. Thank you. Thank you so much for.
All right, composure.
Woo!
Thank you so much for coming on the video, Mama Dawson. And we'll definitely be seeing you soon in a future episode of the Spectrum Room. I'm Javien.
I'm Shamar.
I'm Mama Dawson.
We will see you in the next video. Peace.